market flashing a warning for Washington, D.C.
We're starting to see some alarm bells.
The trend is not good. We're not at that Armageddon level just yet.
Most Americans are not making enough money to afford the basic costs of living.
Cue the fire, oh Shiite. They're actually doing it. And mark my words, everything changes today. Go back, August 19th, bookmark this today. Scott sees exactly what is coming. It is a recession. And they do this every time. This is QE. But it's happening at the Treasury. The Fed is next. We are not doing it in a small way. We are doing it in a gigantic way. Also, Argentina does this. Turkey does this. This is not going to work. We've gone down this road before, but we have painted ourselves into a corner. So you get one last-ditch effort, one Hail Mary. Just go long. Go long. Like, no, out of the stands, into the parking lot. No. Keep going into the other state. Just launch it, which actually the Treasury just did, and the bond market completely failed. There were no buyers. What do you do when there's no buyers of your debt? Well, I guess it'll be us. Here's another visual way of looking at it. Previous state, right? Again, it's going to get worse. Before it, I don't know if it's going to get better. But it's like taking your fixed mortgage, the 30-year, like, this is good, it's at 3%. Let's flip it to an adjustable at 5%. They're buying, which they have been, like hand over fist, but now they're doubling it. They're buying hand over fist, short duration, 1 month T-bills. And for some reason, this is creating this thing called inflation. I mean, we're kind of seeing it in just about everything. Here's your ground beef prices. Remember when it was like $1, then $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10. It's like oil. It is a cause and there is effect. Everyone is seeing something coming. Even the New York Times Magazine. I don't know if you just caught that. Notice it's completely black. Do you guys know something? What if America went completely dark? Yes? Do you know something that you need to be telling us? But again, everything is the same. The faces have just changed. Also, if you thought we were just launching to 40 trillion, we're doubling it. At the same time, he is doubling his purchases. Now, you see, to double it, you have to print more. So if you need to double it, 2, you print 2 and you buy 1. We're going to go from 2 billion to at least 4 billion per operation starting September 9th. America is buying back its own bonds because no one else wants them. Again, that would be like you owning your home at a fixed 2%. And the government's like, I have a really good deal for you. What about 6%? And it's adjustable. That sounds like a great idea. Do you see? We've come to the end. All right, so let me just show you some graphs of some before and after, and I will predict the future like I always do. Treasury bills, balance sheet in the billions. Oh, something's wrong. And then, boom, pandemic. Something seriously went wrong. Well, then you're up here, okay, and then wait a minute. Something is going wrong, and now where we is at. Here, I'll show you. It's an updated chart. We were here, and then, now we're going off the paper. Oh, and remember the Federal Reserve's balance sheet? We're going to pay it all. It's going to be 0. Then we had that little hiccup, and then it kept going. That was the little banking failure. Now let me show you where we currently is. Do you see this? Do you see that? Ready to go long TLT because it's going to do something like, and people are like, no, they're like, no, never, not this next time. Yes, you're in a debt-based system. That is the only way to go. Make sure that you guys mark it on your US 30-year yield Treasury pain point. It's right there. My indicator said sell in a rising wedge. Scott's not going to let that one break out. And what's better than doubling the purchases? quadruple. Then when there is no buyers, that is where the Fed steps in. Just like that, crash the dollar and the people burn. Just read a comment just minutes ago. Someone had posted, I think, you've encouraged me now to buy gold. You've waited. Yes, but I was really scared that they're going to confiscate it. In my trading video that'll probably pop up down here at the end of the video, because I trade in the morning, I show you how it's done. I said it's basically what's happening right now is like mousetrap. I was going to shoots and ladders. Nope. This is clearly mousetrap. This, does that, does that. And it keeps going. Now I want you to connect two things, maybe three. So what the Treasury just did by issuing lots of debt and then buying it back. You have that word inflation, but I'm going to make it simple. Gold, we can jump over to the gold chart. You're going to see gold go up. You're going to see Bitcoin pop. You're going to see everything that is inverse go up. But is it really going up, or can we just price everything in gold? Let's use that as a standard. Gold and silver. And you're like, wow, look how much gold and silver has gone up. No, it still has the same purchasing power. That's why I keep telling you guys, do me a favor. If you listen to anything, just save in this. You're not going to make any money. It may look as if if you want to make money, click buttons on a screen. Step 1, click buy. Step 2, click sell. Step 3, print money. Be like the Treasury. Now on the flip side, right? It's going to look, because they're going to, your prices are going to go up. But if you were to compare it to this, you're like, oh, they just seem to be rising at the same time. Are you going to be able to survive? This is why I come here every day. And I know it takes me about 80 times of saying the same thing. And then you're like, yeah, I should probably do it. I want you to listen to Britt, and I can answer her question. I read every single comment. No one gets it. If you are subscribed to this channel, you get it, and you've watched 88 of my videos. Let's listen in to what she has to say. Go ahead, Britt. Take it from here.
Real question. How are you guys doing it? Because my daycare costs the same as our mortgage, which is just wild to me. And I had a crash out earlier today just about how really expensive everything really truly is. And I just don't know how you guys are doing it. So I have a corporate 6-figure job. I should be able to afford life. We're not doing anything wrong. Just life is expensive. And I'm the breadwinner in my household. There's this constant stress, hanging over my head all the time of you got to make more to provide for your family, especially in this day and age. And it's wild because at the same time, I'm stuck in these corporate handcuffs and I am going through burnout. I don't want to continue doing this. I have the mental load, hanging over my head. I'm trying to be a good mom, let alone a good wife, daughter, sister, friend, which I'm failing at all of those things, I feel like. And if you have any tips or tricks of how you're getting through, would love to connect on them because it's wild. Hang in there. Have a good day.
Hey guys, in the comments section, I want you to build on what I am saying. Because nothing, these 1,498 comments, it was like Dave Ramsey, tighten the belt, get more jobs. First, what is the problem? The problem is government. Problem is the unholy trinity. The government prints. They print bonds. They print sheets of paper. Banks buy them. Banks offer loans. Money is debt, money is loans, and it is expanding like never before. The middle class is getting wiped out, decimated, because I don't know, is it you? I make over 100,000. My husband maybe makes that's 200 and something thousand. We can't make it. So step number 1, you can't be an employee. You could have. You made $3 an hour. Your wife made $3 an hour. And within a month, you could pay off your car. Within the year, I mean, what was that house? A car was $3,000. A home was 17. You guys are making almost 15. In a year, you could have your house paid off just by being an employee in a debt-based system until you can't. You can't be employee. At a minimum, you have to sell a product and raise prices to keep up. That's number 1. Number 2, save in this. For those of you well, you should create a course on starting a business. I did. You said, That's really hard. So then I created a course on click buttons on screen, and most of you are like, this is amazing. And some of you are like, oh my gosh, but what if you take a loss? So many of my students are making thousands of dollars a week that I'm working one-on-one with. Easy, grand, every day, $1,000. Here, I'll give you step-by-step. I'll try to keep it brief. My video at the end, I'll go into detail. Market opens. You put in that. What are you going to do? You put in a hammer. I go into that in the course. See, it's Thor's hammer. Put in a short there. Bravo makes $1,000. I wait, but it's in the no-no zone. I did. It's a B setup. I fracking love those. Then wait for your next one. What is this? It's consolidation. Up, down, up, down, up, down, under the 200. Break that line. Put it right there. Just have it set. Here we go. Boom. Bravo walked away with another $1,000 on 2 candles, 4 minutes. There you have it. I've given you 2 solutions. Start a business. Wash windows. Sell a product on Amazon. I don't care. Sell your socks. Save in gold. Save in silver. Click buttons on screen. Print money. And it's frustrating over here because I'm like, ma'am, can I help you? Like, oh, it shouldn't be this hard. It is. It's the system you're in. You're in a debt-based system. It works great if you're just the right percent that knows how it works. Understanding how it works and just sitting on it does nothing. Breaking, 60 plus. They see a recession. They know it. This is what happens every single time. And every single time, I'm putting out another video. Japan has called every single recession. Every time Japan breaks, it breaks. It's happening. Mark your calendar today. Japan called it. 60 plus day delinquencies on subprime auto loans has risen 7%, surpassing the worst months of the 2008 crisis. We're surpassing the crises. We have full-blown hyperinflation. It feels like hyperinflation to a regular human. To people that are like, I've been saving in gold and silver, I'm not feeling it. That's great. You took advantage of my step 1. We're also seeing private credit. Bad. Going off chart again. The trend is your friend. This is recession. You see foreign exchanges having to shut their stock market down. Everyone stop. Cost this, that. Oh, I should keep pulling it. And that's when Scott said, enough is enough. Let's do liquidity support. When you want to know another recession indicator, Exhibit A, Alex. Exhibit B, his balance, but that's really not it. Listen.
So Amex has just decided to put a limit on my card. Now, given I have never missed a payment, I have never had any issue. I've been a member since 2024, never had a problem. I did some research on this.
Let me just pause it right there. There is music in the background. I do not want to get caught. So please tell us about your $300,000.
The other time this happened is right before COVID and the 2008 recession. So maybe we're cooked. This is my Amex right now. I only have a $289,000 balance, which is kind of on the lower end for me, but as you can see, my remaining statement balance is $0, no payments required, and yet my available to spend is negative $36,000. I'm $36,000 in the red.
Really quickly, I'm just going to defend him. 300,000. Okay, me too. Everything that I buy goes on the card. I receive points. $300,000 would be a small day for Kitty. I use their debt-based system, creating more debt. See, I'm helping out the economy. Actually, I am creating liquidity for the debt-based system. I receive money for using their money every single day. I pay it off. Pay it off. If something comes awry, it's the bank's responsibility, not mine. Just imagine if Kitty spends $300,000 and we get 3% cash back. I get an extra $9,000 every month or every day just by using their debt system. But the point of this is they just dropped him almost 40 grand because the banks foresee depression. Banks foresee people laying their head on a steering wheel and going, I can't make it. I have a great suggestion. After you've started your business and you're saving in gold and silver and maybe Bitcoin, also I'll go over why that one popped in today's video that pops up in the corner. If you click buttons on a screen, does $300 a day extra help? Also, Scott had to jump in and just decimate us with inflation. You see what is happening to all the currencies. I keep saying that is the end game, the dollar juggernaut. And we are going to do everything we can to basically destroy ourselves. Maybe you have one last hurrah. Did I say that's the Philippines? Just going through the roof. They're like, Scott's like, that's it. It wasn't just the Philippines, Japan, it's everyone. Also, by doubling it, he knocked, and again, the video will be here, some of these under the magical 200-day moving average. Congratulations. Also, my TLT play. Let's go. Which basically looks like this. If this is 30-year yield. I'm just saying this would be Bitcoin, right? You're like, let's go. What about you sure? And my guess, 50% of that short squeeze. Everyone's like, we're going lower. Oops. It's like you had to buy it back higher. But you're smart. You know how to click buttons on a screen. You know how to click buttons on a screen. It's better to pay $2.99 than $3.99. Almost done. So grab it and click over here and watch that. And with that, I love you. I will see you tomorrow.